Alright, so this is the whole development of this project. Okay. Or at least the premise behind it. The story was actually developed while I was incarcerated. Inherited Darkness. It's crazy because the title, as I already explained in a previous video, is kind of really symbolic to the environment I was around. You know what I'm saying? This is 2011 when I first really put it on paper. Or maybe 2011, yeah, basically. It was 2011. Basically when I put it on paper, I was writing it on notices and envelopes. You know what I'm saying? Any little pieces of paper that I would get, any documentation that was sent to me, I was writing the story on that. So what's crazy is that the setting of the story takes place in this metropolitan area. You know, the main main setting of characters takes place out here. It actually was on a global scale. It actually was going to take place all around the globe, but I kind of shrunk it down and made it more just a national thing or just a metropolitan thing. And you know, the whole world is still involved, but the main plot takes place here. Now, the whole inspiration from it. Now, before I get into the inspiration from it, the whole thing is that while, you know, I was going through this downtime and I had nothing but time on my hands, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, basically, you know, I read up to like 25 books. What I read? Tom Clancy, some hood books, thrillers, biographies, like Pursuit of Happiness. The book is actually better than the movie. I mean, which is no surprise, but the movie was still great. But up to 25 books. You can imagine reading up to 25 books. The mind I have, growing up in, you know, around so much talent, you know, it's like, why don't I write a story? You know, the story was kind of just inspired by, like, really just emotion, how I feel about the times. And really, again, like, this is how I'm going to get to it. Most stories about the near future, if you look at The Matrix, you look at Snowpiercer, you look at Day After Tomorrow, Terminator, Walking Dead, Falling Skies, the canceled show V, Maze Runner, The Road, Book of Eli. What all those stories have in common, they're post-apocalyptic, and it's about survivors of the world after it's scorched some type of way, either through natural disaster, disease, aliens, you know, all kinds of stuff. And it just kind of seems as if us now, we're kind of like infatuated with our own demise. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't tell a story about the future unless it's about the world's end and, you know, the few people that actually survive the disaster, how they're living. You know what I'm saying? Think of my story more like I don't know, like an iRobot meets Blade Runner. You know what I'm saying? So, you got technology, you got powerful characters, you got powerful women characters. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys, obviously, but some really powerful women in this book too. I want to emphasize that. You know, I'm not gonna name drop no characters. All I can say is that, look, this is a story's a page turner, serious page turner. You know, so man, this is 4 years in the making.